What has your child's school done that got you so mad? You went in and read the riot act to the teacher or principal. My daughter came home from school early and called me at work. Luckily I was in the country, saying that she had been suspended for fighting. She didn't want to talk about it further. The only word from the principal was she has a 2-week suspension. I left my office and went home, grounding her and removing her phone. Then, as school let out, calls started coming in from other girls. After a couple of tell her thanks remarks, I started asking questions. It turned out that one of the jocks, whose parents apparently were well off, had a habit of grabbing breasts of somewhat well-developed girls. I had trained my daughter to react, and she did. He left in an ambulance with a painful groin injury. I went upstairs, handed my daughter her phone, and ungrounded her. Then, she acknowledged what had happened. The next morning, I took her to school. The principal was out front and said she cannot enter the school because she is suspended. I said, she is entering the school, and we are going to your office, unless you prefer to have this conversation here, and proceeded to walk right past him. I told him that my daughter was going to have that suspension lifted and removed from her record, and that the boy who attacked her had a choice: face a 30-day suspension with mental evaluation, or face felony charges. He called the boy's mother, who threatened charges against my daughter. I said, let's just let the police sort it out. Then, but no college is going to accept a kid with a felony sexual assault, and I have more than enough young ladies that will testify that he has done the same thing to them to ensure a conviction. The principal then made a comment about not threatening one of the finest families in the city, to which I responded, I do not make threats, but I do make promises. Somebody needs to let this little jerk know that this is not acceptable before he winds up as an adult in prison. That kid got suspended, then transferred, and my daughter returned to class.